This was my father's toolbox, and that's actually my father right there.
Okay.
All right. So I used this box from 1980 to about 2020 at work, and finally needed refinishing. So I brought it home. I actually, because I'm a nerd, right? I mean, I actually made a. So this was actually my father, Fred Kerner's toolbox, and I got this as when he passed away, and I put it into service about 1980. This box was built in the 1950s. I used it from 1980 till about 2020, about 40 years, and it was starting to get a little tired. So I brought it home and refinished the whole box. And this is the beautiful part about these Gerster toolboxes. This thing is 70 years old, one finger.
Look at that.
Okay. Kerner tool and die matches from the 60s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Little promotional items, knife.
Oh, look at
Right.
that. Good.
Of course, you got the secret compartment here for your machinist handbook. All right, this goes up there. That's what that drawer is for, though. Okay, it's been in there so long, it's a little stuck. And there's the Bible of manufacturing right there.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that is incredible. Okay.
So
Stunning.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Happy.
So
Do you
yeah.
mind if I?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, look at the drawer.
Okay.
Again. I cannot explain that again.
All right. So
Well, you know, the box is almost 70 years old, and one finger pulls every drawer open, except for the longer drawers. You gotta grab it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a,
Okay. So this is.
Command Central. This is where the tool and die guy does his work. Those are my dad's golf clubs that we finished several years ago, or a couple of years ago.
So this is where the magic happens. So let's just do that bit again. So this is where the magic happens then, right?
Well, this is where I record a lot of my videos for the tool and die guy. This drawing right here was done by one of my men.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So these are a lot of the documentation. A lot of the documentation I've saved for 40 years. All right. So this is an actual drawing that my mentor did when I was a draftsman, and he was such a beautiful. He was an illustrator. I mean, I'm lucky I kept a copy for 77. I kept it, and I had it scanned in and redid it, saved it, because I don't have the original tracings. This is a booklet of the original Kerner Tool and Die Company that my uncle had in the barn. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the shop. You can see the barn.
Okay.
There's my dad back there in the white shoes.
Hard work though, right?
Yep.
Hard work.
Yep. But that was a wonderful
Some
tool.
expertise in this.
Oh yeah,
room
look
right
at all
there.
those guys. Yeah, that's when you did it all with your hands or the machine, but you didn't press a button and things went. You know, it
We
was.
might point in on the book, like talking about.
And
it.
there's-
So I'm seeing just your hands. So.
Okay.
And the one thing I was going to get you to talk about was the passion that apprentices
And don't forget when this picture was taken, this is 1958. World War II had been over for 13 years. You know, a lot of these guys were in World War II. Okay, you got that?
Yeah, give me a little more. Give me a little more.
Okay.
and so
Let's see. There's Sam Schember. It's just different machines that were state of the art for back then, and
Right.
and then I put a little note on the back. Now you'll see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a nerd, so I'm learning my coordinate system, and then I started getting really into my notes, and we were learning how to use our calculators. All right. Compound sign plates. Now we started to get the calculations.
okay,
All right. And I was afraid I was going to forget how to do this, so I took
a lot of notes.
a lot of notes. So I actually reproduced this, and people can get it on my website if they want to. Let's see what we used to do.
Is there anything in here? Because you're writing this stuff down at the time, right?
By
You were
hand.
learning it.
Yep.
Is there anything in here where you go, oh yeah, no, that wasn't right?
No, it's totally right. The reality is I don't have to do this anymore. I can do it on a computer
Right.
half the time. But knowing how to do it here first
Yeah.
is so important.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are pretty valuable documents, right?
For me, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it really shows what we went through to get to the top of your trade. And I think, again, I don't think most guys were quite as nuts as I was about this stuff. Okay. But
Tell me how many, you know, just in case we don't use the bit up there. Tell me about your apprenticeship. How many hours?
Well,
Okay.
so this is the book that Anson Tools and Gauges kept for me. There we start with my name, right? I mean, it was that orderly. My birth certificate. And then those are the machines, and those are the hours that I was going to spend until I got to a total of 8,000 hours. Okay, 3,000, 5,000, total of 8. It gets better. So here's my contract with the company. Okay, this is serious. Pennsylvania Apprenticeship and Training Council. All right, I mean they took this very seriously. We signed this. The owner signed it, and then there's my rates. What I was going to get. From 1,000, I knew what I was going to always get paid. You could see I was writing in there because every once in a while we get a pay increase. And then you would see I'd do some math over here. Wow, people can't believe. But here we go. My hours.
Just zoom into your hand.
Of course, my tripod is getting a very tired back. It's had it. I've glued this thing back. They're getting very heavy for it.
The light still does the job, though.
It does. For what I do, it's good enough. Then now it wants my Face ID because it can't see me, of course. So this is the one that would normally work. A little dirty lens there. Yeah, I'm filming you now. And this is the way it's usually set up, right here. Actually,
Go ahead.
okay?
Go. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, once again broadcasting from Erie, Pennsylvania, the jewel of the Rust Belt, with another tip to make you better at what you do, the passion for manufacturing. So in tonight's lesson, I really don't know what I'm going to do because right now somebody's filming me and I'm pretending like I'm doing something. And then at the end, I would say something like, so, I hope you enjoyed that video. And as usual, your comments are welcome. Keep them polite. And we'll see you on the next edition of Phil Kerner's Tool Room. That was a very smooth ending.